Hi, welcome back, beautiful, beloved souls. My name is Gemstone, and I'm a psychic medium and I'm an author. And before we get into the commentary video today, I have written 2 books. These books are in a series of hauntings, and you will find them on Amazon. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, this channel has various content just like the books I write. So sometimes we might do paranormal, supernatural, we could do self-help, I've even sung, I've done blogs. I look at anything and everything to do with life and death. Could be missing 411, could be mysteries, you name it. I look at it through a lens, Gem's lens, hence the name of my channel. So we are continuing with the haunting series. If you go back over my channel a few weeks ago, I've uploaded many videos, different videos on different topics to do with haunting. And this particular commentary is called Projection: How Internal States Shape External Experience. So, belief, fear, and why we don't all see the same world. I'm going to set the ground. Before we go any further, I want to briefly bring us back to where this series began. We've talked about internal disturbance. What happens when the nervous system is overwhelmed, when mistakes, grief, trauma, fear, memories, stress amplify sensation and perception. We've also talked about external disturbance, and that's residual energy, environmental imprint, and the rare cases where something genuinely unexplained appears to exist outside the individual. We've talked about fear, belief system, poltergeists, and why true consciousness hauntings are far rarer than what people are led to believe. And before I go on, I need to say this clearly. As a psychic and a medium, I do not negate paranormal experience. I have personally experienced ghosts, residual hauntings, shadow figures, black shapes, the fae, alien encounters, and things that are still unclassifiable. This series was never about saying nothing exists. It was about understanding how experience is filtered. So, in other words, looking at haunting through a lens. Now, why belief is the first filter or lens? Every human being experiences reality through belief. We're not just talking about religious belief, but cultural belief, emotional belief, expectation, and past experiences. Belief doesn't invent experiences, but it frames them. The same sound, the same shadow, the same sensation can be interpreted completely differently depending on what a person already believes is possible or dangerous. Fear and sensitivity. Some people are easily frightened by things that go bump in the night. Others barely register them. The difference is not strength or weakness. It's nervous system sensitivity. A person with a highly alert system notices more, reacts faster, fills gaps more quickly. Fear sharpens attention. Attention amplifies experience. This is why fear can make a quiet house feel alive. Why we don't all see the same thing. Here's a simple truth. We all live in the same world, but we don't experience the same reality. Two people can sit in the same room. One feels nothing. One feels watched. One feels comforted. None of them are lying. They are interpreting through different internal states. Through a lens. L-E-N-S. So, what projection really is? Projection isn't imagination. It isn't making things up. Projection is when the inner world spills outward. When emotion, expectation, belief, or fear colors what we perceive, grief can feel like a presence. Anxiety can feel like an intrusion. Stress can feel like a disturbance. Let me repeat that. Stress can feel like a disturbance. The experience feels external even when the source begins internally. Why? This doesn't cancel the paranormal. This is important. Acknowledging projection does not erase genuine paranormal phenomena. Both can exist. There are real external experiences, and there are internal states that shape how those experiences are received. The problem arises when everything is interpreted as external threat. Discernment keeps us grounded. Internal, external, and the overlap. Some experiences are clearly internal. Some are clearly external. Many sit in the overlap. Residual energy can exist in a place, but fear can amplify it. An external anomaly can occur, but belief determines whether it becomes a crisis or a curiosity. Reaction often matters more than origin. Why calm changes everything. Calm narrows projection. A regulated nervous system interprets more accurately, escalates less, feels safer, even in uncertainty. This is why calm people often experience fewer disturbances, not because nothing happens to them, but because less is amplified. The role of the attuned and the sensitive, people like me, people who are intuitive, psychic, empathic, or emotionally open, often experience more. But sensitivity without grounding can turn awareness into overload. This series wasn't about closing people down. It was about helping sensitive people stay steady. A reframe worth sitting with. Perhaps most disturbances are not attacks. Perhaps they are intersections between environment, memory, belief, nervous system, and perception. Perhaps there are not noisy ghosts everywhere. Perhaps there are overwhelmed systems trying to make sense of what they feel. And occasionally, yes, something genuinely unexplained. In closing, the quiet truth. Understanding projection does not reduce mystery. It reduces fear. You don't lose wonder by gaining clarity. You lose panic. And when panic leaves, discernment returns. Not everything is internal. Not everything is external. And not everything needs a label. But calm, understanding, and boundaries will always serve you better than fear. That is what this series about haunting has been about. Thank you very much, beautiful beloved souls, for the views, and please drop a comment below, and maybe you might even like to share my videos on hauntings, because maybe someone is going through something, and maybe my videos may help. I hope so. This is why I do YouTube. I do YouTube. Through YouTube, I too grow, and you have all helped me do that. And I don't mean grow in views or grow in subscribers. I mean grow as a person. It's been nearly exactly 6 years since I started this YouTube channel. And when I first started, I had 6 subscribers, and I only did it because I was grieving. My husband was dying, and I was using it as a platform. At times I was pretty toxic, and this is why I've left those videos up, to show how far I've come. Back then, when I first started, I was a drug addict. I am not any longer. I have been clean for 5 years, and this, thanks to you beautiful people, has helped me. So yes, please drop a comment, and it can be about anything and everything. And I would ask that you do so respectfully, please. And again, I am not attacking anyone's belief or religious system. This is not a religious channel, though. Okay, cherish every moment. Please be kind to each other and take care of yourselves. Love, light, and blessings. Have a good one. Bye.